Hey YouTube, my camera 1911 here. Um, what I have today is just kind of a mini pocket survival kit that I've put together with a few basic items that I think are important to have. I've been watching some videos on here, mainly on the Altoid tins and stuff like that. That's a really popular one to do. I decided to mix it up a little bit, change it somewhat, and I did an Excel Mint tin. These are actually smaller than an Altoid tin, um, so it was pretty difficult to work with. Really, there isn't a whole lot of space in here, so you'll notice that there's not everything in here that I would need, but I think I've included the majority of it for the size of container that I'm dealing with. The nice thing about this is that I'm not relying on a backpack or a belt pack or something like that. Maybe I'm in the kind of the scenario where that's maybe not plausible to have on me. So this fits nicely in the pocket, just like carrying a thing of mints. I deliberately left it, I didn't do anything to the outside of it. One idea I had was just wrap it in tape, sort of thing. Good way of keeping the tape together there would just be to wrap it up, but then it looks like looks like a mint tin wrapped in duct tape. So I wanted it to still look like a mint tin and just have the insides changed. So that's why I did that. So let's get into it. First of all, open it up, and as you can see, there's a little bit of paracord in here. So like I say, normally, I'll be wearing a paracord bracelet or stuff like that, but I did put a little bit of paracord in there. So I have that. Let's see what else. There is a zip tie. Now all I did was take a regular size zip tie and cut it down just enough to kind of fit in the tin. I know it's quite small, but it would work for securing something really small, maybe fixing a rip in a pair of pants or something like that. So that's in there. I'm limited by size, but I was trying to make it as complete as possible. There's a little flashlight in here. So just a little LED flashlight, fairly bright actually for what it is. It's not an expensive light, just a cheap little light. But with that, I wrapped it in duct tape. So there's about 3 feet of duct tape wrapped on there as well. Yeah, I could have picked a smaller flashlight. There's a couple little streamlights out there, like that size kind of. I chose this one mainly because, first of all, I had it laying around. I wasn't using it. I actually have 3 of these, I think, 2 or 3 of them. But I chose this one because the duct tape actually fit perfectly on there, right? I was trying to accomplish something to put on the duct tape, so I wrapped it around there, and it fit quite nicely with the size of the flashlight. So that's that. Also in here, this is a hair elastic. If you watch my other videos, you'll know that I really like taking hair elastics from my wife. So the hair elastic on here, I like them better than rubber bands. So a lot of uses for that. And in these little bags, in this one here, there's a couple Tylenol, a piece of gum, and some multivitamins, like a daily vitamin, 1 a day type thing. And then in here, this little bag, there is matches, half a dozen matches and some cotton ball type stuff. So that's in there as well for fire starting. Let's see what else is in here. There's a Band-Aid. That's the extent of the first aid kit. Just a Band-Aid, maybe some duct tape or something if I needed it. But yeah, so that's a Band-Aid. Safety pin. So again, I could use that for a lot of things. So safety pins in there. There's a razor blade. Obviously this has a piece of cardboard around it just to kind of protect the blade and myself, but it's just a standard a razor blade. You notice, I don't have a knife in here. I could have put like a small kind of a little Swiss Army type knife in here. But that's not much better than this. At least this is super sharp. It's a brand new one. And also, like on me, I generally have a knife of some sort on me anyways, so I decided to go this route with the razor blade, and also to save space, of course. And the last thing in here that I just shoved in at the last minute was a nail. So again, I mean, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of, well, nothing in here really for shelter or anything like that, but you know, a nail, like I guess I could put it to use at some point. Better to have it, you know, than not. So anyways, so that's that. Just sort of my pocket survival kit that I thought I'd share with you. You know, I know it doesn't have everything in it, but I think for the size of it and stuff, I tried to cover basically, you know, the fundamentals. So I have that, and yeah, hope you like it. Feel free to comment. Thanks very much.